Good evening and welcome back inside the St. Ignace High School gym. It's a Straits Area Conference showdown tonight as we wrap up the boys' regular season with a Straits Area Conference showdown. It's the Newberry Indians visiting the St. Ignace Saints. Parents and senior night here at LaSalle High School. Ready to go in this one, second meeting of the year. The Indians are as close to full strength as they have been in weeks. Injuries, other sports and activities, absences, illnesses, you name it. It seems like every time out on the floor, the second half of the season, the Indians have been one or two men short. Tonight, they bring the full arsenal into this regular season finale to take on the Saints. All eyes, as always in this building, on the sharpshooter and the Straits Area Conference Player of the Year candidate, junior Jonathan Ingalls, the 5'11 guard, maybe the best pure shooter in the Upper Peninsula. He is having a great season, over 20 points per game. He'll be an all-UP selection again this season. And his range starts well right about where the front doors end. If he is open, he is going to take a shot, and he will not be shy. Also, the Indians got to be wary of the different defensive looks and schemes that Coach Doug Ingalls will throw at them here in this matchup. One other thing to note, the JV contest had about 450 fouls called over the course of that game. St. Ignace was double bonus in both halves. Newberry finished just shy of the double bonus late in that game, but a ton of fouls, and it was not very consistent. A travel one way down the floor was not a travel the next time. A charge was sometimes a charge, sometimes a block, sometimes a no call. It's going to be interesting to see how that impacts both of these teams and their style of play in this matchup, the regular season finale between these two teams. We will step aside, come back here, get ready for tip-off in tonight's contest. It's the Saints and the Indians with M123 FM.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
Back here in St. Ignace as the horn sounds and we get you ready for the pregame festivities. It's the Saints and the Indians.
Ladies and gentlemen, the privilege of this event is made possible by those who have fought and continue to fight for freedom we enjoy. Let us now honor and respect their efforts and our country. Everyone able, please stand at attention, placing your hand over your heart as we proudly sing our national anthem.
Ready now for the starting lineups in tonight's contest. It's the Indians and the Saints in a Straits Area Conference showdown.
Keegan Martin out first for the Indians, the freshman guard. Alexander Aguilar is out next.
Number 12, Kennedy DePew.
Followed by Kennedy DePew.
Number 20, Matthew Hall.
Matthew Rahali. Those two have been splitting time between wrestling and hockey. And Diego Caballero. Indians coached by Nate Moulton. So it'll be Martin, Aguilar, Rahali, DePew, and Caballero. Saints team with only 9 in uniform tonight, but they can all go. 0 is Aiden Ogle, a 6-foot senior. Kevin Frazier, sharpshooting senior.
Number 11, Johnny Ingles.
Johnny Ingles, the star. Son of coaches Doug and Doreen Ingles. Tyrell Matson, a physical challenge for the Indians inside the post. And Ethan McLean. Frazier, Ingles, and McLean. A green light to shoot it whenever they get the opportunity.
These officials are registered by the Michigan High School Athletic Association.
Joe Baker, Jerry Cook.
Good luck to both teams.
Josh Adams, the officials tonight. Saints in the home whites. They'll work left to right. Rahali and Ingles will jump it up. Two of the best pure athletes anywhere. Indians in the orange and black. As the Iggy zone, as they call it, goes wild. Saints will win the tip back to Matson. St. Ignace will start it up here. Off a screen, Ingles, left elbow jumper, bank shot, no. DePew the rebound. Kennedy works left. Little hesitation, strong take, high glass, no. Rebound tipped around and it's Ingles. No look pass to McLean on the wing. The Saints are fast and furious, and they get it to Matson for the bucket, and the Saints strike first. They lead it 2-0. St. Ignace going to play a 2-2-1 press here. Turn it into a diamond as they try to trap Rahali. The take, off balance. He's fouled by McLean.
Foul Indians 2.
First free throw coming from Holly. Got it. Saints and Indians will renew their football rivalry this fall with St. Ignace dropping down to 8-man. Rattled home. Indians have tied it up. It's 2 apiece. Crossover, Ingles. Drive and kick, Matson. Martin slip trying to close out. And Matson's got the first 4 for the Saints. How will the young freshman Martin handle the press here? Good job. Quick handles through the legs. He's got to get it across. Lobs it to Holly. Indians will now try to set up in the half court. St. Ignace aggressive, extending the defense. And McLean's going to pick up his second on a reach-in foul on Depew. We'll have to make a quick sub here. Trevor Bisnaw will come in. Crowd heckling the officials. Saints fans don't like it early. Here's Martin. Cut. Caballero fouled on the shot. And the foreign exchange student from Spain, Diego Caballero, will take his turn at the line, trying to tie it back up. Free throw good. Second one, no. Aguiar, the rebound. Gets it back out. Holly, pull-up jumper. Got it. And the Indians go on top for the first time tonight, 5-4. Here's Ingles. Crossing quick over Caballero. Left wing triple is short. Matson, the rebound. He's been the offense for the Saints. Fadeaway. No. Matson, rebound. Up strong. Jump ball tangled. And the fans are going nuts here in St. Ignace. Indians off the jump ball. Will inbound. Depew able to break the press. Hesitation dribble. Knocked away from behind. Matson with it. He'll come back the other way. Holly steps in. Forces the miss on the step through. And now Martin off the rebound. Brings him up the middle of the floor. Drive and kick. Holly again hangs and hits. And a foul on the floor. Caballero on the box out. Whistled for a foul. Now Nate Moulton shaking his head. Basket is good after the shot by Holly. 7-4. Indians on top early. This is a Newberry team that played Munising, Sault Ste. Marie, St. Ignace at home, Rudyard. All tough and all while short-handed. And they're hoping with all the pieces of the puzzle together tonight, they can pull one out here on the road. Ingles over Caballero, no. Holly soars for the board. Here's Martin. Martin straight to the rack, hangs, hits, it's good. And the Indians have rattled off 7 in a row and lead it 9-4. They've fallen behind big in a lot of those games. Had to rally back. This time off to a quick start. 3 is good from Frazier. And then the Indians step over the line, inbounding it. And just like that, the Saints get it back underneath. Depew trying to steal it away. Knocks it out of bounds, inbound, moves to the corner. Ingles guarded tight by Caballero. Saints been one of the top teams, ranked most of the year, up in Division III. No good for Depew. Rahali's put back, no. Whistle underneath, and every possession has had a foul call early on, and that one on Matson. And it's on a putback for Rahali. Fourth team foul on the Saints with 4:56 to go in the first. 2 on Newberry. And Rahali sets and hits. Matthew Rahali with 5. Actually, I think he's got 7. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Ingles. Lost the handle coming down. And now Ingles will bring it up the floor. Pull up 3, on the way, good. And the Saints have shot their way back in it. Tied 10-10. Back in the press. Depew got ran over. Caballero will bring it up the floor. Slows it down. Indians need to get set. They go to Martin. Martin, back door. Aguiar taken away. And now Ingles brings them up. Quick take by Ingles. No good. Foul here. And it's on Rahali. Another question is, can the Indians, who prefer a slower and lower pace scoring game, how long can they keep at this pace? Sean Kingsbury into the game for the Saints. Ingles hits the free throw. Rao will come in. Caballero will take a breather midway here through the first. Rahali trying to get it in. Corner to Depew. Little reverse pivot. He'll bring him up. Reverse to Martin. Here's Rao in the corner. Back to Martin. Open triple. No good. Kingsbury the rebound, and Ingles will run the floor. Left side. Flows past Martin. Kickback. Kingsbury, top of the key. No good, but the putback there for the Saints. Nicholas Halberg, who just checked in. Nate Moulton can't believe there's no foul. Goes to Depew. Indians breaking the press again. Depew splits 2. Pull-up jumper. Left it short. Kingsbury, who could be a high jumper, goes and gets another one. Then a swing back and forth here on the first. Saints led it 4-2 early. Then Newberry came back with 8 in a row. And now the Saints have scored 11 straight. Martin going to get called for the charge. No signal. There it is. Frazier will come back in. Nate Moulton cannot believe it. .3:14 to go. Ingles walks it up. They've used the 3-point shot well here early. Drive Frazier. Inside, bumped by Rao, and it's a foul.
The foul, 10-2.
First one here from Frazier. Got it. Frazier hits them both. Balanced scoring for the Saints. 4 from Ingles, 4 from Matson. Now 4 from Frazier, and a quick layup by Keegan Martin is good. Back the other way. Saints run and gun three. No. Raholly takes it. He'll be one-on-one. Layup. No. Rebound to Kingsbury. Ingles pulls up. Dagger is good. Raholly against the press. And a travel by Depew, who did not do anything. Quick changes. Cordell Kills Crow will come in for Kingsbury. 20-12 Saints. They led early. Then Newberry went on a run. Led it 10-4. Now a 16-2 run for the Saints, and Rao had it taken away. The ball left to Ingles. Kicks it back to McLean. Shot short, no. Got his own rebound. Out to Frazier. Bank shot, no. Rebound, Alex Aguilar, and they'll clear out with Martin. Martin, step back, wanted the triple. Leaves it for Depew. Good first step. Kennedy pulls up. He tries to bank it, no good. Fell short, and a foul. And neither team has been allowed to box out. $15 foul each way. First on Frazier, and Matson will come into the game. High inbound to Depew. Martin spin. Tried to pull up to Raholly. Maddie steps back, and the ends will stay patient. Try to find a good shot. Martin tripped up. Found Alex Aguilar. Layup good, and the Indians are within 6. Saints, Ingles pulls up. My goodness. You got to guard him from the parking lot. Ingles, third triple. Backdoor cut to Rao, layup good. Fast and furious in the first, under a minute to go. Ingles thought about a heat check. Goes to Matson. Back over to Kills Crow. Now Frazier. Ingles. And Depew knocks it away out of bounds. Ingles, top side. Now to the left wing, another triple. 5th of the quarter from the Saints. And their red-hot three-point shooting continues to make them a tough matchup here. Now a turnover. Matson, straight through, poked away. Got it back. Ingles skips it. Kills Crow, ball fake. And now a foul on Depew. I would say 90% of this gym, fans from both sides, not happy the way with the calls are going. Trying to free up Ingles at the buzzer. No look, skip to the block. Extra pass to Matson at the buzzer. It's a thing of beauty. And the Saints lead it 28-16 in a high-scoring first quarter with M123 FM.
The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, 2 local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
Ready to start the second quarter. Saints take it from midcourt left to right. Red hot shooting for them. 28-16 they lead it. Newberry, one of their best offensive quarters of the season, find themselves down by 12 when at one point they were up by 6 early in the contest. Foul on Matson. Both teams with 16 fouls, so we'll be bonus the rest of the way with 7:47 to go in the second. Rahali will inbound against the full court trapping press. Martin breaks through. Take to the basket. Bump. No. Rebound tip to Depew. Has the dribble. Leaves it for Rahali. Ball sweep there for Maddie. Back out top side to Kennedy Depew. Depew on the drive. High glass, no. Rao slaps it. And Ingles gets out ahead of the pace. Martin tried to block it, but couldn't quite get there. Game high 14-point lead and a timeout for the Indians, who are down 30-16 here in the second. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Boys district tournament action gets underway Monday. Indians will be at home at the J.L. DeCook Gymnasium. 6 o'clock to tip off. They'll take on the Cedarville Detour Islanders in the opening round of the tournament. What are we doing here? Inbound. Full court, Indians against the press. Martin throws it away. Alberg inbounds it. Frazier takes. Corners open, Ingles. Good closeout by Depew. Good help by Keegan Martin. Indians going to try and go little boxing one action here. Whistle. That's a foul. And it's on Caden Killscrow. The moving screen. These referees literally do not know. Offensive foul. Joe Baker is frustrated. Jerry Cook on the left keeps calling fouls and then not communicating anything and just walking away. And we're finally sorted out and back underway. Martin had it knocked away. Martin keeps losing his footing. Lost his dribble there to Depew. The Indians got to get it across, and they do to Rao. Rao to Dope. Dope steps around. Triple no. Stolen. Rahali. Over to Martin for three. Indians trailing 30-19. Here come the Saints. Trying for a quick answer. Rahali the rebound. They're all over him. Out to Dope. Doak looks, skips it back to Martin. He'll try another three. Hit from behind. Rao the save to Doak. And bodies colliding both ways. Got a stiff arm in there. Frazier, Engels. Hits the shot. And Rahali tried to draw the charge. And now a foul called. 14. Trevor Visna. And Rahali will shoot a 1-and-1. Foul fest at the Straits of Mackinac tonight. I will say this, and I have coached games. Not just saying this as a broadcaster, but as a coach, I know two of these three officials, longtime veterans of multiple sports in the UP, but they like to be in control of the action. Jerry Cook and Joe Baker both run their athletic events like they are the judge in the courtroom. Foul the other way. I'm Blake Doak. And it sends Nicholas Hallberg to the line. No good. No, another missed free throw. Rebound to the Saints. Engels tried to go underneath. Loose ball. Everybody hitting the deck. Depew picks it up, and Kingsbury dives into the back of the legs, and they're going to call it. (32-21), 5:27 to go here in the second. Free throw, no good. Rahali, armbar going for the rebound. Doug Engels is standing down there freaking out. Fans yelling. Players voicing their displeasure. Rahali will shoot two. It's a double bonus. Lane violation. You should get two more. By rule, you should get two more. Rao will come out good minutes. Whistle. No, shot. Lane violation on Doak. Doug Engels made that call. He signaled foul. Doug Engels told the referee to call it before the shot. Oh, Engels from way outside. No, Caballero had the rebound and a foul. And now we go back to the line. At this rate, we'll get out of here sometime between 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. 32-21. Basket good for Caballero. Indians trailing by 10 now. 17. Well, that's the 18th foul in the game here in the first half. Caballero hits them both. Indians within 9, led by as much as 6 early. Here's Frazier. Back to Engels. Baseline, great feed. Comes out, no good. Rebound, tipped out to Martin. Martin, 2-on-1 with Rahali. Layup, no. And it's out of bounds off the foot of the Saints. Just a mess. And everybody's just yelling and screaming. Martin, it had to be a foul. And it's been bad both ways. I will say that. Both sides have their gripes. And the officials can't figure out what they're calling or what their signals are. They look like they have no clue what they're doing. They've confused themselves at this point. Martin hits the free throw. 32-24. Martin, no good. Bodies collide in midair. That time, no call. Engels fights through everybody. And then a foul on the Indians. With Engels barreling in. Now Newberry's upset. The only good news is it's so bad, it's both ways. Free throw, good for Engels. Overshadowing a 15-point night for him so far. Free throw, no good. Rahali, rebound, races in, lost the handle. Caballero after it. Comes up, jump ball. It'll be to the Indians as Nate Moulton tried to call a timeout. And Doug Engels is arguing about Nate Moulton coming out on the floor. In the JV contest, he did the same exact thing. Back to Frazier. Drive, what's the call? Oh my goodness. Rahali flattened. Basket's good in the foul. Horrible. Give it up. It's not about you anymore, Jerry Cook. Oh my goodness. What is going on?
They don't know how to make.
Joe Baker was going to give him 2 free throws off of a made bucket. Whistle. And now Joe Baker gets face to face with the St. Ignace player. Bench warning on the Saints. Now the kids are getting frustrated. That young man, Cordell Kills Crow, is a junior who played down in the JV contest and got teed up. So if he gets one in this game, he'd be out. Caballero to DePew. Knocked away. It'll be Indians basketball. And they keep moving Doak around. I get there's a shortage of officials, but how can we let guys on the floor that do not know what is going on? Get your official certification out of a Cracker Jack box these days. Entry pass tip. DePew takes it away. Races in. Hesitates. Shot was tipped from behind. Rahali the rebound. They'll bring it back out, and the Indians will reset. 36-26. I'm going to try and just focus on the game. And a foul on the Saints.
Second foul.
We're going to be up near 35 fouls in the first half, I think. That's the 13th, I think, on the Saints. 22 fouls, I believe that is now. With 3:36 to go before halftime, and a first half that's going to end up taking darn near an hour. Rahali cuts the lead to 9. Saints led it 28-13 or 28-16 at the end of 1. They get a bucket from Matson. Saints right back in the press. Skip to Martin. Martin. Hesitation dribble. Lane drives. Tried to skip it. Stolen away by Ingles. Ingles spin move. What a play. Didn't get it to go. Doak the rebound. Hands it back off. Here's Depew. Doak off the screen. Kick to Caballero and tipped into the student section. And Bow poked away. Kingsbury, no. Caballero the rebound. A no call against the Saints. Caballero floats it. Rahali up, no. Rebound, don't reach, sure it's going to be a call. Now Matson, back the other way, left it short. Wants a foul for getting hit in the face, no call. Now Kills Crow takes it to Frazier. Here's Ingles. He'll drive, ball knocked away. Saints pick it up in the corner. Depew came hammering in. Matson, Frazier, open three. Kingsbury over the top of Doak, no. Caballero up to Martin. What a step through, way up good for Keegan Martin. The Indians are back within 7. Ingles back the other way. And Depew, that is a foul. And it's going to be a foul all night with the way this thing's been called. And that's a double bonus now. (38-29). The Indians didn't get their last bucket. I thought they were within 7. Been hard to keep track in this game. Ingles splits the free throws. Indians, Rahali, middle of the paint, no. Got it back, steps in, fouled and one.
Rahali 2, second foul, it is 2.
Rahali to complete the three-point play. No good. Rebound. Doug Ingles is mad. Wanted a call on the Indians for a push-off underneath. .125 to go before the break. 39-21. Ingles. Nice ball sweep by Frazier. Kills Crow in the corner. 3, no. Caballero the rebound. Here's Martin. Guarded the length of the floor. Skip to Caballero. He'll take. Goes to Holly. Maddie steps through, had it poked away. Back to Aguiar, now to Rao. Baseline jumper, no. Rao faded away. Left it just short. Engels skip to the corner. 3 on the way. Hillscrow, no, as Engels, son and father, both point at the clock. Indians will call for one shot. There's Rao. Holly got held coming across. High screen, switched off. 5 seconds. Martin trying to make something happen. Holly at the buzzer. Got it! And the Indians will be within 5 at the half on a buzzer beater from Matthew Holly. 39-34 as we go to the break. It is a Straits Area Conference showdown with M123 FM and the UP Sports Network.
Dr. Kevin Bryant, orthopedic foot and ankle surgeon at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, is excited to come to work every day because not only does he know he can help patients with foot and ankle injuries, he knows Helen Newberry Joy has the latest tools in medicine.
The equipment that we have is all brand new. You know, we have a brand new C-arm, which is an x-ray machine in the operating room that takes a real-time x-ray so that when the surgeon's in there putting in metal, repairing fractures, putting in a new joint, things like that, you need really good quality images.
And it's one more service for Helen Newberry Joy patients that's now close to home.
You know, a young man fell and fractured the ankle. We fixed it within about 2 weeks. If this would have been a year ago, the patient would have had to go to somewhere else not close to home and keep them here within the community, which I think people would appreciate.
Your health, our passion.
And they're making these investments for the future for the patients of the community. We can get them in fast, get them treated so that they can get back to sports and get back to work.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
The Lewis County Veteran Services Office proudly advocates for our area veterans. Local Veteran Services Officer Rick Menard is ready to serve you. For all your veteran service needs, including claims, medical information, benefit coverage, and more, contact Rick Menard in the Lewis County Veteran Services Office at 293-4890. The Lewis County Veteran Services Office, proud supporters of our community.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP SmartSide siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Hey, local sports fans, the high school football season is finally here, and you do not want to miss a single second of the action, especially because you can't see. Call my good friend, Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center. They'll help you see clearly all school year long so you don't miss a moment of the action. Dr. Derek Dake in the Northern Lights Vision Center, Newberry, Munising, St. Ignace. Call 906-291-2015. The Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis is your award-winning Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Can-Am dealer. From the water to the trails, don't take your next trip without visiting the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis. From sales and service to rentals and accessories, the Fish and Hunt Shop in Curtis has everything you need for your next great adventure. The Fish and Hunt Shop on Main Street in Curtis or online at fishandhuntshop.com.
4 wrestling teams have new trophies to add to their school display, and an unbelievable story of a wrestler who accomplished something much bigger than a win on the mat. I'm John Ross, and this is This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid. Midland's Wilson Shinsky finished his senior season on the wrestling mat with a 21-11 record and an appearance in the Division I regionals. But none of the wins were probably the highlight of his season. That's because on the way to his regional bouts in Heartland on Saturday, February 18th, Shinsky and his dad, Steve, stopped their vehicle on I-75 to pull a man from a burning vehicle and helped resuscitate him. It's a remarkable story of being in the right place at the right time, as Wilson plans to study nursing in college and Dad Steve is a retired Midland firefighter. It didn't take long for them to see the driver was unconscious behind the wheel and in need of desperate help. They administered CPR until an off-duty paramedic arrived with an AED. After a shock to the driver, the monitor showed heart activity. By then, more help arrived and the driver was taken by ambulance to the hospital. At that point, the Shinskys continued to Heartland so Wilson could wrestle his regional matches. For more on this amazing story and to see a photo of Steve and Wilson with the driver they helped save, please visit MHSAA.com. Game balls this week go to Vanessa Rodriguez of Ann Arbor father Gabriel Richard. She scored 23 in a 53-52 overtime win over Detroit Renaissance in a battle of the Catholic League champ versus the Detroit Public School League champ. To Hart senior Parker Hovey, he scored 24 points in a win over Mason County Central. The win gives Hart its first boys basketball title in 60 years. And the Mackinac City Twins, Larissa and Lars Huffman, they both went over 1,000 career points just 5 days apart. Lars for the boys team, Larissa for the girls.
For high school seniors, the matchup of the year isn't on the field. It's actually online. That's right. When you fill out the FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, you could also be eligible for thousands of dollars in additional money from the Michigan Achievement Scholarship. Yep, nearly 80% of students who fill out the FAFSA may be eligible. Now that's a matchup we can all root for. Get started today at michigan.gov/achievement. The Michigan Achievement Scholarship. It's a game changer.
Our weekly Be the Referee feature takes a look at the fine art of officiating with registered official Paige Winnie.
What happens if a player bowls out of turn during a Baker game? First, what's a Baker game? That's when 5 members of a team alternate bowling frames. The number 1 bowler goes in frames 1 and 6 and on down the line. If a bowler goes out of turn during MHSAA competition, in accordance with USBC Rule 8, Item D, a dead ball would be declared. The delivery does not count. The pins must be respotted, and the correct bowler is then required to continue play. While a recent change to NCAA bowling rules would penalize bowling out of order on the wrong lane with a 0 for the attempt starting with the first infraction, the NCAA rule is not used for MHSAA competition. Instead, the frame is reset, and the correct bowler is free to continue.
Thanks, Paige. Now more than ever, we need officials. If you're interested, go to the MHSAA website now to register. Team wrestling finals were this past weekend at the Wings Event Center in Kalamazoo, and 4 big-time wrestling programs took home the top prize. In Division 4, Hudson captured its second straight team title, defeating Bronson 58-12 in the finals. Hudson knocked off Iron Mountain in the quarters and Martin Climax Scots in the semis, registering an impressive 17 pins total over the weekend. In Division 3, Dundee won its 6th straight title and 14th overall by beating Whitehall 60-18. Dundee advanced to the finals by defeating Hart and Constantine. In Division 2, Lowell has now won a decade's worth of team titles in a row. Yes, Lowell won its 10th straight team title, knocking off Goodrich 42-18. The Red Arrows beat Bloomfield Hills Brother Rice and Gaylord in the quarters and semis. And in Division 1, after 2 straight runner-up finishes, Detroit Catholic Central is back on top. They outpointed Heartland 41-31 in an exciting final after beating Warren De La Salle Collegiate and Romeo to get to the final match. For full results, recaps, and more, check out MHSAA.com. You've been listening to This Week in High School Sports, powered by Michigan Student Aid, a production of the MHSAA Network. Thanks for joining us. I'm John Ross, and we'll see you next week.
The UP Trading Company and Exclusive Moose, two local shops under new ownership on Newberry Avenue, featuring a unique furniture selection from rustic and log furniture to dressers, sectionals, upholstery, and Uber light lamps. Next door in the gift shop, you will find t-shirts and sweatshirts, Stormy Cromer hats, gloves, and custom-made items, lotions, handcrafted soaps, candles, and sensational jewelry. It's at the Exclusive Moose and UP Trading Company, downtown Newberry, and follow us on Facebook at UP Trading and Exclusive Moose LLC.
Back here in St. Ignace, 39-34 at the half. Indians and Saints at a Straits Area Conference showdown to wrap up the regular season. High scoring and highly intense. I believe we ended up with 25 fouls called in that first half, and a lot of them not good, and a lot of it inconsistent, but here we are in a great game. 39-34, Matthew Rahal hit a buzzer beater right before the end. He's got 13 to lead the Indians. Johnny Ingles, another great game from him. He's got 16 in the first half. Indians led early. Saints went on a big run, and Newberry clawed back. We'll see what the second half brings. And it'll be the Saints. And they start before the Indians can get on the floor. There's no way. And Nate Moulton spikes his clipboard. Unbelievable. The horn sounded to end the halftime break, and the Saints throw them in and get the score. A, it's illegal, but B, that's just Bush League. That is Bush League in a close game by Doug Ingles. He's better than that. And Ingles hits a three. And what's the whistle for? That's tangled up. So the Saints get a free bucket out of halftime because the referees started. Even if the horn is the signal to start of the half, an official's got to go over there and give the Newberry huddle 15 seconds to break. Cavallero's shot no good. So a free bucket gets the Indians rattled, and a quick three by the Saints had them back up by 10. Inside McLean, 7-0 in the first minute. And a timeout for the Indians. We've got to hit the reset button and refocus here. Down by 12 again quick here in the quarter. Indians break their timeout. The Saints score 7 in a row here to start the third. Back up double digits, 46-34. Martin getting double teamed in the press. Knocked away. Indians will keep it at half court. Lob here. Depew to Martin. Slipped. Stayed on his heels. Martin getting bodied by Madsen. That's Madsen's third. First in the half. Aguiar, Rahali, Caballero, Martin, and Depew. Frazier, McLean, Alberg, Kingsbury, and Ingalls. Ball knocked away from Martin. Here comes Frazier. Back the other way. Should be a jump ball. Joe Baker out of position. The fourth on Kennedy Depew. Ingalls off a set. Inbound. Three is good. 22 for Ingalls. The Saints on a 10-0 run to start the quarter. Martin, the take. Off balance, no. Battle for the rebound. Outlet. McLean, layup, good. And a foul, and nobody touched him. Extends the run to 12-0 here in the third. McLean makes it 13, and all of a sudden, in the blink of an eye, it's the largest lead of the night for the Saints as the Indians take a full timeout.
I surrender.
All right, pal.
Hey, Dad. Do we have a gun?
What's up?
We have a gun.
Why do you ask that, kiddo?
Can I play with it?
No, absolutely not. It's not a toy. You know that. Anyway, I need it to protect you, your sister, and Mom.
But what about the 8 kids who get shot every day by mistake?
Where'd you hear that?
Where do you keep it?
It's hidden.
I bet it's on the top shelf of the closet, under your sweatshirts. Is it loaded? Remember when I found my Christmas gift? You always told me to be curious.
No, that's not what I meant.
And when it's just me and Mom, I could use the gun to protect her.
No, Justin, I promise. I'm always here for you.
But Dad, you're not always here.
Sunshine through today with seasonal temperatures. We should reach our normal high of about 82 degrees by this afternoon. Clear skies tonight with a low near 70.
Back here in St. Ignace, the Saints lead at 52-34, a 13-0 run in the first 2 minutes and 1 second of this third quarter. And the Indians got to buckle down deep and start chipping away at this thing. Rahali. Martin. Rahali. Paint, good. Back up the other way. Ingalls. Skip pass. McLean. Triple. They're red hot here in the third. Martin spins through the press. Caballero and a whistle. Now a foul on the Saints. Ethan McLean underneath. Must have took too deep of a breath. Baseline inbound for the Indians. Third on McLean. Rebound, Saints off the miss. Transition try. Will skip to the corner and Frazier. 3 and the foul. All Saints here in the third. Basket's good. It is a 3, and Frazier will shoot one more. Newberry carried all that momentum into the half. Rahalli buzzer beater. Got a big deficit down to 5. And Rahalli gets tugged. The Saints have controlled this. What a start. 19 points in 3 minutes. Martin hammered. Getting so caught up. Apologize for the camera. It has not been pretty both ways. I know a lot of the griping seems like it's coming from Newberry. The fact that there's officials and the calls are a story at all. It's limited Newberry, but it's not why the Saints are on top. They have been awesome late first and into the second. And then here in the third, foul on the Saints. 14. Visna. Dope to inbound. Finds Rahalli, blocked by Engels. Got it back, rallies around, shot no. Caballero rebound. Rahalli hesitates. Oh, no way, an offensive foul as he was shying away from the guy. There's no way it's a charge. His back wasn't even facing him. Oh, my. He hesitated. Engels went in the air, came down. That is... it's frustrating because a good game has been taken away from these kids and these fans here tonight. 58-36. Rahalli shoved. Yes. On Visna. Matson in. That's every play. Saints wanted a foul. They get gypped by the call. Engels, the steal. Engels, spin, through, basket, and one, yes. As Rahalli gets flattened. .24 for Engels, and he's at the line. And a 39-34 game at halftime has turned 60-36 in favor of the Saints. Bucket good. Engels with 25. Indians break the press. Dope. Flat-footed 3 is a force. Visna back the other way. Engels ahead of everybody. Layup good. The wind is out of the sails of the Indians. Again, completely here in the third. They just need a spark. Rahalli, free throw line. Great play. Heads up by Martin, breaking the press. Only the second bucket of the Indians. Engels. No. Caballero foul. Been a foul all night for Diego. And Keegan Martin trying to call him down. Players shuffling in. Caballero is on fire. $16 foul on the Tribe. 63-38. Matson basket. As Rahali came clubbing in. I just think with the lack of controls and the frustration on both sides, this thing ends clean and healthy. With the district tournament coming up for both sides. Martin. Rao. Nice move. Liam Rao in the corner. Jumper, no. Aguiar over the top, no. Rebound McLean. Outlets to Ingles. He'll bring it in. Blocked by Martin. And now Dorian Ingles yelling from the second row of the crowd. Rao gets clipped in midair. He goes down. And that one might have been playing the ball, but it's the fourth on Matson. And the Saints will have another one. Martin inbounds to Rao. Rao. And Bisdahl looks back at Doug Ingles and goes, what do we do? 1-1 here. Both teams in the bonus. Third on Bisdahl. 13th foul of the quarter with 2:25 to go. We're nearing our 40th foul of the contest. And it's Liam Rao at the line for the Indians. But outscored in this quarter, 26-4. No good. McLean, the rebound. Outlet to Ingles. Strong first and a strong third for Ingles. Ball is tipped. Rahali lost it out of bounds. It all just started with that inbound that St. Ignace set up and put in play as the halftime clock was winding down. The officials allowed them to put the ball in play and inbound it while the Indians were still in their huddle. It was basically a free layup for the Saints, and it snowballed from there. 65-38 McLean at the line. Technical foul, assistant coach on the floor. Call it. Free throw, good. Doak through. Runner is up and in for Blake Doak. 65-41, 1:45 to go in the third. Drive McLean, Bisnaugh, Kingsbury all the way around. Ingles open, corner three, like shooting a free throw for him. He buries it, and he's got 30. 68-41. Rahali the take. Three guys there, foul from across the court. And Rahali will shoot two. Free throw good for Rahali. He's got 18. 15th foul of the quarter with 1:21 to go. 40th of the night. As Rahali rolls it home. Kingsbury out. Frazier in. Ingles. McLean. Oh, my goodness. They have caught fire. And they do so unlike very few teams. You'll see the three-point barrage, and the Saints are up 71-42. Ball out of bounds. Off the Saints, trying to catch it underneath, and Doak will inbound. 5 points at the half. Newberry led by 6 early. It's now a 29-point ball game. Drive Martin. Doak, triple, good, he knew it. Headed back the other way. Doak with 5 here late in the quarter. Frazier answers no. Doak the rebound. Martin knights his way through. Pull up is short. Rebound Frazier to Ingles with 20 seconds. Doug Ingles yells clock. Last shot coming for the Saints. They go to Ingles. 7 seconds. Moving screen. Whistle. What's the call? Yep. 0. Idadoggle with the foul. And Doug Ingles said he totally stopped. You see Doreen Ingles down there, bottom left corner. She's arguing calls too. Martin, half court. Aguilar tried to tip. And we go to the fourth, 72-45 with that 123 at bat.
Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry proudly supports the communities that we call home. They're Michigan's only manufacturer of LP Smart Side siding and trim. And just like our local sports teams, Louisiana Pacific Corporation is committed to teamwork and safety and getting the job done the right way. Louisiana Pacific Corporation in Newberry wishes all of the area athletes best of luck this season.
Back here in St. Ignace, ready for the fourth quarter. What a quarter it was for the Saints. 33 points on the board. Newberry 11. And that took a 5-point game and turned it into 27. Indians with the ball. You notice they didn't get a free inbound with St. Ignace in the huddle. And Doak hits another triple. You look up, and now Doak has 8 points. Strong second half from him. Whistle. Offensive foul on McLean, I believe.
Congratulations to today's 52 guys.
No sense arguing it either way. The 16th foul of the half, 41st in the game. Here's Rahali inside, turns. Left-hand hook won't go. Doak is going to out of bounds. Doak's lucky he didn't get a foul call there, the way this thing's been going. Inside, Rahali, a bump on 24. Cordell kills Crow. His second. Saints 10th. Rahali shoots 2. 19 for Rahali as he looks for another. No. Rebound to the Saints. Ingles, game high 30 points. Up the floor. Drive and kick. We got a whistle. What's going on? So I'm going to assume it's a timeout. Yep. 30-second timeout. It's like decisive. $72-49. I'll remind you again, the boys district tournament starts Monday. Newberry will be at home against Cedarville Detour, Engadine, and Maplewood Baptist. But get this, that game will be at Big Bay to knock. Make sense of that one. Tomorrow night, girls district final. It'll be Engadine and Brimley here on M123 FM and the UP Sports Network. Shot no good, rebounded there by Caballero. Martin brings it up. Dope, lost the handle, taken away, and picked back up. Saints almost lost it, end up scoring in transition. St. Ignace up 74-49, and they're in the press. Dope, off the mark. Ingles dumps it underneath, basket. Halbert having a strong game. Could have got the and one. The Saints' goal from here on out probably to push 100. A 33-point quarter. Had 23 in the first. Their offenses looked the part. Newberry scores. They're late getting back. Reverse layup out of bounds. Thrown off the bottom of the backboard. What is there to argue? Drive, Depew off balance, travel. Just ugly. Not a very enjoyable night. Maybe even if you're a Saints fan. Floater, McLean, oh, little kiss, got it to go. Back in the press. You're up by 27. Stolen away. Engels, spin move. Lost the handle. No look. Throws it away. It's got to be Newberry basketball. And a timeout for Doug Ingles. Full timeout here. 5:22 to go in the fourth. 78-51.
Dr. Kevin Bryant, orthopedic foot and ankle surgeon at Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center, is excited to come to work every day because not only does he know he can help patients with foot and ankle injuries, he knows Helen Newberry Joy has the latest tools in medicine.
The equipment that we have is all brand new. You know, we have a brand new C-arm, which is an x-ray machine in the operating room that takes a real-time x-ray so that when the surgeon's in there putting in metal, repairing fractures, putting in a new joint, things like that, you need really good quality images.
And it's one more service for Helen Newberry Joy patients that's now close to home.
You know, a young man fell and fractured the ankle. We fixed it within about 2 weeks. If this would have been a year ago, the patient would have had to go to somewhere else not close to home and keep him here within the community, which I think people would appreciate.
Your health, our passion.
And they're making these investments for the future for the patients of the community. We can get them in fast, get them treated so that they can get back to sports and get back to work.
Helen Newberry Joy Hospital and Healthcare Center.
Out of the timeout, Newberry will inbound from half court. 5:22 to go, 78-51. Nope, got to get it in. Chucks it to the corner. Taken away by McLean, who falls down. They're going to say out of bounds to the Indians. Doak will try the same thing. Comes to Depew. Kennedy tries to go baseline. Doak. Raholly. Back in. Baseline jumper, no. Tipped around. Kills Crow with it. Bounce pass to Hallberg. They'll work it around Engels. Baseline drive. Kick out. Frazier. Triple, no. Long rebound. Tipped back out to Frazier. Third time's the charm for Frazier. Good. And the foul. 80-51. Up by 29, 4:46 to go. And the Saints will look to add to their totals. Free throw, no good. Raholly the rebound. Hands to Liam Rao. Raholly turns, floats, won't go. Rao the rebound. Here's Doak. Drive in, a little one-handed toss, no. And it's McLean in transition to Hallberg. And Caballero didn't get his feet set. Shot was no good. That's it for Diego Caballero. Alex Aguilar will check back in. Good effort from Diego tonight. 80-51. And Hallberg at the line. Free throw good. Joe Baker just had a fan tossed. Kingsbury will come in for Frazier. Good for Hallberg. He has had an underrated type performance tonight. Doesn't get a lot of the attention, but he's been solid. 82-51. Engels saves it off the roof, out of bounds. Engels with 30 to lead all scorers. Doak sends it in. Drive Martin, hammered from beyond. And Raholly came up with it and scored. Saints fans, 3:50 to go in the fourth, starting to warm up the bus chant. And now Doug Engels is arguing something. Up by 29 with less than 4 minutes to go in the fourth. Just let it go. Engels. Only a junior. What's up? 30-point lead for the Saints, who are still pressing. Martin swings to Doak. Doak, baseline. Three Indians jammed up. Martin shoots it over the top of everybody. No. Aguiar the rebound. 14 Hallberg with the foul. Or 14's Visnot rather with the foul. Alex Aguiar to shoot the double bonus. Good. Here comes Frazier and Hallberg. Matson and Ingles will check out. And it appears Ingles' night is done with 31 points. 83-55. Here come the Saints. Drive Kingsbury into Rahali. It's a travel. And the Indians will send in the JVs. Caden Hamilton, Sam Rahali, Garrett Lewicki, and Ethan Pavey with Liam Rao. No sense down this big. Getting one of your guys hurt before the tournament. Kingsbury steal. Rao steals it back. And a travel on Rao. Saints will get it on the baseline. McLean, triple, good. 86-55 as the Saints dance on the bench. Here's Liam Rao, poked away. Screen, Rao, bodied, left it for Pavey. Pavey stays patient, skip to Lewicki, who has it poked away. Saints running the floor. Layup, good. 88-55. Pressing, up 33. Rao tripped up and hammered. Nate Moulton yelling down at Doug Ingles, saying, I put in my subs, do you have to still press? It's a 33-point game, and Newberry's got their JV team on the floor, plus Liam Rao. Well, the Saints are still pressing. And Frazier and Hallberg will come out. They can't pull all their starters because they only have 9. Doug Ingles is laughing about it. Rao rolls home the second. 88-57. McLean up the floor. Should have been a travel, and it is. All the travel, the Saints were still playing. Unbelievable. Nightmare of a night. Pavey off his foot, out of bounds. Saints, Kingsbury, enter to the post, kick out, 3 on the way, no. Rebound, Kingsbury, McLean to Gilscrow. He'll drive Lewicki, fade away, no, tip in, yes. 90 for the Saints. And he's putting 2 starters back in with under 2 minutes to go. Layup, no. Saints with McLean. Up the floor. He circles, leaves it for Kingsbury. Rao fighting, and it's a foul. The 2 free throws coming.
Foul, saves the 2.
Offensive foul. Jerry Cook signals offensive foul. He doesn't know the game. And they give it to Newberry. Oh my goodness. And 3 Saints starters are coming back in the ball game. So that's an offensive foul on the Saints, and Newberry gets it back. What on earth? Lewicky needs help. Raholly. Double dribble. The call. 1:19 to go. And the Saints with 4 starters in the ball game. And it's knocked away. St. Ignace baseline inbound. Matson. Ogle. Back to Matson, off his foot and out of bounds. 59.7 to go. Here's Raholly. Tried to find Lewicky. He saves it, falling out of bounds to Hamilton. Fade away, no. Rebound, Matson. Outlet, Frazier. Foul by Pavey, layup's good. Alberg in for Matson. Kingsbury must be for the shooter. 92-57. Free throw good. Frazier out. Kingsbury back in. Saints with 93. Up by 36. They pressed the JVs in the 4th quarter for Newberry. Here's Pavey. Pull up, jumper. Hit from behind, nothing. They'll run the floor. They can dribble it out, but they'll run it up. Doug Ingalls applauds his guys. He's all class. Indians up the floor. Rao. 3 at the buzzer, no. And that's the ball game. 95-57. And if I'm the Indians, I walk straight off to the locker room. Final score here from St. Ignace. The Saints win the regular season finale 95-57. We'll wrap it up here from St. Ignace. It's M123 FM.